Oh, yo, it does take place in LA. Yo, everybody, this is The Slice. Today we're repping the the fourth of the Fast and the Furious saga. It's 4 times the excitement, 4 times the flavor, 4 times the heat. It's intense. It's Vin Diesel. He has returned, guys.
Very Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel has returned. And let's do a quick summary of this movie. Basically, Toretto has returned into the scene. Basically, him and what's her face?
Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez. They're all basically stealing. Well, they're basically doing the same thing, almost what they were doing.
They're stealing gas like Mad Max.
Basically, it's Mad Max all over.
Gold.
Basically,
What a lovely day!
They said, you know what? Justin Lin was like, I've seen this movie. I don't think they'll remember it. now Justin Lin will be like, what's his face? Who was the director?
Mark Miller?
Yeah, oh no, is it Mark Miller?
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller's like, Frank Miller copied us. He copied us. Yeah, basically.
Oh my god, the best movie of that year was a cheap knockoff of Fast and the Furious.
Basically. So yeah, they're back, they returned, they're gas pirates.
Yeah.
And, mediocre. And then basically what, Dom basically ditches them all because he's on the run. He's a man of past.
His past catches up to him.
Yeah, he ditches Letty, and then basically we start off with O'Connor's back too.
Yeah.
Apparently everybody's back in the franchise.
I like that intro to him where they bust through the window and it says Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, he just runs through it. This is my city. Yeah, I am what is his name? Brian O'Connor. It's like the whole Arrow type of thing.
I'm Paul Walker. Brian O'Connor.
Brian O'Connor. Would you think that he would have played a good Green Arrow?
He would have been a good superhero.
I mean, he looks basically the part, right?
Yeah.
And in a time where he would still be alive, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
I will just say. I mean,
if he was still alive,
he would fit the bill, right?
He would fit a certain superhero.
I'm assuming Vin Diesel would have been like, hey, like, vouch for him, like, hey, family. He would literally have tried to bring the whole.
He would have been Rocky
trying to get the whole Fast and the Furious as cast into the whole superhero thing. Imagine Fast.
I bet you he tried it and the director was just like, you know what? Fuck you. No way. No way.
We already gave Wonder Woman.
Yeah, we got Wonder Woman and that's enough.
Yeah, I mean, so then, actually, The Rock became Shazam, whenever the hell that'll be.
Black Adam.
DC.
Oh yeah, Black Adam. Oh yeah. So anyways, so now we continue. O'Connor basically chasing somebody down. They're looking for somebody again, like in the first one.
Yeah.
They're looking for somebody. It's like literally like you said before. It's kind of like like I guess you kept saying there was like a reboot, like a what is it? What do you call it? A light
restart, a light reboot.
What do you? Is that the one you say all the time?
Yeah, light reboot.
Yeah, or something like that.
That wrong term you use all the time?
Yeah, but it basically seemed like it was a redo of the first one because that's exactly how it was.
It's just the same beats and plot, just reskinned.
Yeah. So then after that, what's up? What happens, Cruz? What happens after the?
Bruh is what happens.
Bruh is what happened.
There was a lot of better acting in this movie.
No, well, I mean during the show. The show.
Talking about what happened.
Yeah.
I'm just stating that there was a lot better acting in this. Letty is killed.
Letty dies?
Letty dies.
Okay.
She gets killed.
Well, and then that's why Dom returns.
That's right. Dom comes back to LA. Goes to the doesn't go to the funeral. He's like in the hilltop away from the funeral.
He's too cool to be at the person he loves funeral.
Well, he can't be there because the cops are after him.
He's like,
yeah, the cops aren't gonna look right up the hill.
He's like, what is that? Wherever the wind goes.
Wherever. Is your cape flapping? There's no wind in here. Wherever I go, the wind goes.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, the wind follows. And the wind, it smells like rain.
Exactly. Basically, Spider-Man Noir.
And well, all the evidence leads Brian and Dominic to end up.
They ended up together.
They ended up in the same place at the same time at the right time.
The evidence, you mean a guy hanging off the side of a building?
So basically, the game's afoot. Basically, they're chasing down.
They're chasing down the person that killed
Letty.
Letty.
They're chasing after the Mandarin, right? Because apparently this is what they did. They did Iron Man 3.
They reached out Gulas.
The Mandarin. That's what happened.
Oh god, you're skipping to the end, but yes,
it's true. So, hey, but literally that's what it was. I mean, they're setting off all the way to.
They're trying to find the main narco, but the main narco was playing his own henchman.
Exactly. So that's how it is.
Would you die for him?
Oh, definitely. I will. I would die for him.
I would die for him.
Yeah. So anyways, basically we forward all the way to they're basically working for this drug dealer, basically smuggling cartel stuff. And
Dom finds the car that belongs to the guy that killed Letty.
Yeah, basically, and it's one of his henchmen. And we basically reach up.
Fall into the same trap she did.
Obviously, and then
Dom was ready.
Dom was ready, and then what happens after that, Carlos? Lead us off. Nice.
That's a really good lead.
That was unplanned.
Perfectly landed.
They find out Paul Walker killed Letty.
Paul Walker did not kill Letty.
I know. They were working together. They were in cahoots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they M. Night Shyamalan us.
What?
Letty was working with Paul Walker so she could clear Don's name.
That makes sense.
By sneaking cocaine past the border.
That's how you make it. That's how you make it in. And then
By the way, that was a really ridiculous tunnel they had into the
It was
border.
intense.
It was intense, yeah.
That's how they do it. That's how they got the cartel do it. We should do it like this.
You think there's cartels really trying to dig a tunnel going like, fuck, they made it look so much easier in that movie.
Right? There's no way they did it this way. They're literally going like, this is not how the movie, like, you know how they always get like on YouTube they got like, mobsters talking about video games or movies?
Yeah.
It's like, this is not how we did it.
You think in a few decades after this whole narco thing has calmed down, they're going to be interviewing actual narcos the way we interview mafia guys?
Oh, yeah, they're like, no.
No, when we kill people in the desert, we'll do it like this.
Oh, yeah, right? You're like terrible Mexican accent, yet you're Mexican. You're like, I'm trying to make fun of the Mexican gangsters, but I'm terrible at it. But anyways, after that cruise, when Dom finds out that Letty was working with Mr. O'Connor.
Kicks O'Connor's ass.
And then basically ends up making a deal with her, gonna just stop him, right?
Yeah.
I like that that their fight was kind of like Chrissy said last time. Their fight was just...
Just throwing each other like...
Just throwing each other. Again, the director just went to Vin Diesel. Paul Walker, call you a bitch.
Right? Cruz, did you end up finding the guy that trains him?
No, I didn't.
God
Damn it! You one job.
You have one job next time.
I have one job next time. Well,
So
tell
anyway-
me to look for him.
You said you were gonna look for
I never said I was gonna look for him.
Yeah, you did.
We
No,
did.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I said it's probably not the same guy they get for every action film.
That's not what you said.
No, you said I have to find out who's the guy that trains
Yeah.
him.
Well, yeah, for the next one, I'm gonna look up to see who does all their fight scenes.
fine.
And then I go, Chow Yun Fat? And you're like, no.
No. But anyways, after that, basically, what happens, Carlos? Like after
They steal $60 million worth of coke from the bad guys.
nice.
And I'm thinking like, wait, mission accomplished then.
We did it.
Yeah, I was
team.
like, wait, mission accomplished. They did what they're trying to do. But then by the way, how is Paul Walker still a cop?
He basically could do anything he can because I feel like he has pull.
Yeah.
Well, they cleared his name in part 2.
Oh, in part 2, yeah. But that was just so it made it too easy, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, I guess because he was that good at what he was doing that
He
they're
said
like,
in the movie, I
okay.
know how to lie. That's why they picked me.
oh, he's like that like hot chick. Come on, you wouldn't do that to me. Like, okay.
Okay, fine.
She didn't do anything.
She didn't do nothing wrong. Her mouth was great. I mean.
Yes. Also, basically, that happened 60 million, and what they cook up a plan, right?
They're gonna exchange it. By the way, how did the bad guy not know that was a trap?
He was gullible.
Yeah, he was like,
gullible.
oh yeah, sure, I'll do it.
I mean, remember, he's not that, I guess, that big, and even though supposedly he was making more money than Pablo Escobar, right?
Yeah.
Like, I hate when they do that. Like, they're always trying to, like, top some fucking big-time, like, drug lord. Like, oh, he's bigger than him. It's like, oh, we get it.
We get it.
He's bad.
You think he's gonna go down like Al Capone of the Al Capone of our
No,
time?
no one's gonna remember.
They're trying to make him seem like
Yeah,
that.
they're like, oh, our bad guy, he's evil. He's more evil than Saddam.
Stupid.
Like, for real, honestly. And so then they set it up, and then they catch the wrong one, right? They got some old man, right?
Wasn't it just some guy?
Some old guy. Hey, you wanna be an actor? Oh yeah, it's the Mandarin.
What
What
was the name of the bad guy?
His name is what was it, Cruz? It was
Braga.
Braga.
Yeah, I like that how Vin Diesel was just like, it's not Braga.
He's like, oh shit.
Think what I'm thinking? It's not Braga.
It's not Braga.
So when were you wearing pink when you were making up your way through the Vario?
He got him big time. So anyways, after that we basically have a big chase scene, right? More action, by the way, right? During the whole time. Not much racing.
Not much racing, more action.
right?
More stunts.
I mean, yeah, more stunts. But You have that face.
That GPS was really annoying.
It felt like those video games, like secta.
Yeah, it did. It even had like the random hot chick
chick,
waving
yeah.
the flag.
They probably got it from there.
It felt very out of time.
Anyway, so basically we end off the movie where they basically arrest Braga, right? They don't take him to...
After killing his henchman in the best way.
Right? That's pretty much it. And then basically, movie ends with Vin Diesel just basically trading himself in, right? No more running.
I'm not running no more.
That basically ends the movie, right?
No, then they send him to jail.
Uh-huh.
And I like the judges straight up, no bullshit, like, nah, man.
You bad.
You're an asshole, man. I'm not gonna let you go because of this.
Jail, boom.
And I like how Paul Walker's all surprised, like, what? No, how dare they? How dare?
What do you
so
mean?
much.
All the other things that he did couldn't be waved off?
So much so that he has to go like, I'm quitting the force.
And then he becomes the heel. Now he's gonna go save Vin Diesel. That's how it ends, right?
By the way, that was such a cheesy, corny ending. Like, oh, we're gonna be in for the next movie because family.
All or 7 years of contract.
I like that one part of the movie. They're like, why do you keep doing this? I'm contracted for 7 movies.
Contracted, yes. Anyways, okay. Now that we ended that, Cruz, why did Mr. Toretto return?
They're gonna send the series straight to DVD.
What, the Fast and the Furious?
Fast and the Furious series. They're gonna send it straight to DVD.
Was it because of what happened? The numbers.
Part 3.
Really?
Yeah. Universal thought that the movies were played out already.
Took them 4 goddamn movies to figure that out.
So in return, they asked Vin Diesel to come back in part 3. That's what boosted the numbers. They're like, okay, well the numbers went up a little bit because you came back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you Riddick, and you come back Fast and Furious, and we'll give you big creative ideas.
Did he become basically like what's his face, Sylvester Stallone? Like when they gave him the Rambo franchise for some reason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Or
I
the
mean,
Expendables.
Sylvester Stallone's a good writer. He wrote Rocky.
Yeah, but like,
But I mean,
you don't go that far.
Comparing Sylvester Stallone's writing to Vin Diesel's writing, come on.
Well, I don't know.
That's like comparing
You seen the last Rambo 2000?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, he made some good ones. Doesn't mean he made like 1,000 other ones.
Yeah, well, some good ones is better than no good ones from Vin Diesel at that time.
At the time, I guess.
At the time.
I just don't think fucking Sylvester Stallone should be giving him a Tony.
Yeah. Or an Oscar.
Give him a Grammy at
Give him a
least.
Grammy. All right, Cruz, continue. What
So
else?
in doing so, giving him Riddick, he's like, okay, I'll come back, and I'll have. He has some creative ideas. He gets to write. He gets to put his input. In doing so, he brought back the cast.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they're gonna take it back to the roots. You know, do the whole family thing. The movies are about family, and that's how they start taking off.
About family and breaking the law.
And also praying when you go eat. That's one thing.
Yeah, and letting your Corona beer overflow.
Yes, Corona. I think Vin Diesel likes Corona in general, right?
Hey, thanks for running.
How much did he pay him for that?
None. He still wants to get paid by Corona.
You think they were like, cut Vin Diesel? It's supposed to be Budweiser? Nah, fuck you. I want
Right.
Corona.
Basically likes. What do we, boys? Carlos, what did you like about this movie?
The opening was fun.
It was, right?
It was so fucking stupid but fun.
There you go.
Yeah. Like with all the Fast and the Furious movies, they have little moments that just make me laugh.
Oh, okay.
Like the bad guy's death at the end.
Oh, yeah, it was tight.
Yeah.
What happened to the bad guy thing?
Oh yeah, the Vin Diesel just basically splatters him.
One of the villains, yeah, they
Yeah.
do that.
Scares him with the
They'll
car.
do that kill Letty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Cruz, how about you? What's likes from this movie?
I really enjoyed this movie more than part 3
Why?
because the castle's back.
Oh God!
It
Boo!
was better. It was better acting, better fight scenes. Not a whole lot of racing, but you got them. You got it here and there.
Yeah, I gotta give it to him. Paul Walker was actually better in this one.
Yeah, he was.
Like, he was actually a character in this one.
Yeah.
Not because he acted better or because he was written that way, but just because of the other movies that added history to him.
Yeah.
So he's just a better character now just because of the other movies.
Yeah, you can see he's improved. I guess it's like that one scene in the beginning where he's like, when he's racing Dom.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, like I even called it out where he's like, oh yeah,
Dirty Dom.
Toretto just basically boosts up his car. He basically gnaws his car.
Yeah.
And then like literally fucking Brian was like a little too early, and then he does the same thing. He basically does the same thing that Don did to him in the first one.
Yeah. And he knows about cars. Like he's able to use that to find. It adds to the story.
Yeah. So I mean, you get to see the evolution of
the character
O'Connor. Yeah. I mean, with Vin Diesel, I don't think so much. You've seen it. I mean, it seems like he's just still the same character.
Yeah.
Which is not that bad. I mean, I liked him in the first one when he felt all like betrayed with O'Connor's like, oh, I just want you to be a friend. Like that's in the first one. It looked like he just wanted him as a friend. Like he didn't want him to be a part of whatever his world was. Because he looked sad when he's like, I want into your shit. He's like, oh no, I wanted you, amiga. So. I mean that's one thing I like about the movie, and I like this actually more than the other ones. Like even Fast 3, I like this one more than Fast 3. You know what I mean? I think it adds more. I mean, the last one I know it had not too much action, but this one had like more excitement. Like there was in every like I guess Act 1, 2, and 3, you had your moments of action. Which was the first one was the race with the like not the race, the stealing of the gas. Second act was that race in downtown, and then third one
annoying GPS race.
Yeah, and the third one was basically the final scene,
the cave.
Yeah, the cave. So I mean, it had equally, and then during the time you had a little bit of action between, you know, of all those acts. So it was cool. It kept the flow. So I mean, I think that was one of the things I liked about these.
Yeah, the movie was structured better than the first two.
Yeah.
Because the first two was just. Weirdly, it seemed like the editor just didn't know what he was doing.
Okay.
This one, yeah, you're right. This one had a better flow, and it's the director. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and he started in the third one, right?
Yeah. So you can tell these movies are now like in the hands of someone professional.
So after this one's gonna be he does one more, right? And that's it, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, what's his face? Wong, right?
Yeah, Wong takes over.
He takes over.
God help us all.
Well, he's an Aquaman director, so I mean.
God help us all.
So anyways, that's likes for all of us. Dislike boys. What did you guys? Anybody wants to throw at it? What you guys dislike about the movie?
Did I have any dislike about this movie?
Red Cruz like, did I hate this movie?
This movie's just so good. Nothing
it's
about
perfect.
it.
It's Avengers Infinity War.
No, that's an Avengers level threat.
No. All right, Carl. Well, I think you have more dislikes of anything. So I mean, you don't hate. I guess you dislike the franchise because it's one of those things where how is it that this gets this and then these other movies don't get this? Like the justice and some of these don't do it.
This is what we should be right on about the injustice of this.
Yeah, no, I understand your hate. Because not you hate these because you've seen them and you're like, I hate them all. It's because you witness these movies grow and like a saga, and you see movies that you're like, I like this movie. Why didn't it get a sequel? You know, and it's understandable. You know, I do too wish for Dread 2.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has all the same stuff that the other movies, that 1 and 2 that I didn't like. Paper thin plot, family, bruh, gratuity.
You didn't have bra in this one.
No bra today.
No bra. It didn't have Hector.
Oh, but they had
Dora Mari and Tego Tegoro.
The Colombians, right?
Or whatever they are.
I don't even know who they are. It's like
Puerto Ricans.
When they were on TV, it was am I supposed to know who these people are?
Reggaeton singers.
They're basically
Am I supposed to know who they are?
They are the equivalent of the Transformer twin little fucking midget.
Wow.
Hey man, what you gonna do here?
I was about to say this movie had like a palette that made it look like a Transformers movie.
Well, yeah, I think after that they start looking more Transformers.
Yeah.
Where I think wasn't there like a theory, not a theory, but like they were gonna mix something with Fast and Furious. Like you were saying something, Cruz. That what was it? Who was it? Or I heard something.
It was G.I. Joe with Transformers.
Oh, okay, never mind. G.I. Joe Transformers, which yeah, that happened. So, anyways, no dislikes, Cruz.
It's a small one when they're getting the GPS trackers. And Paul Walker's racing to take off his his tracker off, and he just throws it into the freaking can, like, and they go past the car and nothing happens. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, yeah, he broke it.
Like,
he hates the most logical thing.
Yeah, how dare this be logical?
I was like, what the hell? That's just gonna stop it from beeping?
He's like, Batman had more of an issue.
Oh, that fucking annoying cop.
Oh, the
one that Paul Walker busted his nose in the beginning of the movie.
Gallows number 2.
Gallows number 2. No, he's basically Raiden. He's Raiden because in the second one, Raiden was like a total chump. Like, follow him. Where is he going? Yeah. What is he not doing?
He turned it up. And
then Officer Bilkins didn't come.
Oh
back.
yeah, like it's like he turned off his GPS. Oh, maybe it's just because of an emergency. No, he betrayed us.
Yeah,
he's a traitor. I mean, dislikes for me. I mean, it's not really. I know how these movies are, so I don't really go, oh, I hate this. Like, I literally go, like, I think I've told you, right? You can shut off your brain for this one. You don't have to think. You don't have to.
That's
go,
what these movies are for. Just to shut off.
And
They're
like,
not Avenger movies.
Avenger movies. Oh,
Well, we're not saying they're Avenger movies.
I
never call these movies.
I just think, like, I know what they are, and I try not to care much of, like, the most negative parts of the movies. So I'm just like, if it's enjoyable, if it enjoys me enough where I'm not, like, because I think you saw me during the movie, we were like, like, I think I enjoyed it enough where, like, I'll go, it was enjoyable, not to a point where, like, my God, this was fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think everything was just kind of, okay, it was whatever. I did, and there was no more point where I was like, like, I don't take them serious. Like, when I watch these movies, I don't try to, like, like, it's just retarded. It's like, that was silly, but whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I if someone notices it, I'm like, yeah, that was kind of dumb.
Well, like, the dumb stuff in it is still somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But, I mean, the only thing I think I have just a problem with, and that's going to be forever into all the Fast and the Furious movies, is just Vin Diesel himself. Is just that he's so, like, oh, yeah.
He's just so... I don't like him.
So generic.
He's not... It's just like he feels like he's the
that
coolest...
freaking 18-wheeler was rolling at them on fire, and he's just like, yeah.
I feel like he acts like his shit don't stink. So I'm just like...
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Like, it's like they tell him anything, and he'd be like, you know what? Bruh.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little excited more to see some of the other characters come in. I'm like I said, I root for O'Connor. Like, I like his character. Like, you see it evolve, and like I'm saying, I don't know if Vin Diesel's gonna get involved, but it just seems like the legit.
If this movie had just been Vin Diesel, I would not have been able to sit through it.
You wouldn't.
No.
Yeah,
I will say Paul Walker. He kind of saved this movie from Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Also, yeah, and I like the chemistry because they're both different. So you have the kind of like the yin and yang, I guess.
Yeah, like Paul Walker's more
Open,
loud, kind of more justice kind
I guess
of way.
they just work together better. Like, if they camp without each other, then
He's a Superman. Vin Diesel's the Batman.
yeah. I like Batman better though. I don't like Vin Diesel though. Anyways, that's still whatever.
One thing, I don't know if this is just fatigue of the Fast and the Furious movie or just a dislike that, like, I was just kind of not into this movie. Like, there was like funny parts and good parts, but like most of it I was just kind of like going through the movements.
Okay.
I don't know if that's just fatigue of the Fast and the
You
Furious.
probably just dislike.
You just dislike the franchise.
Just dislike the actors.
No, but like even the other ones, I was able to like to get into it. But this one, I was just kind of like, I don't know if it's fatigue of all of the Fast and the Furious movies. I was like, okay, I kind of get where this is going, or
just you.
Just
the dislike, or just
probably the dislike. You've already said time and time.
You hate these movies so bad that you can't enjoy them.
It's one of those things.
I am able to enjoy. I mean, you couldn't even enjoy the last one. I was able to enjoy the last one more than you, and you're a fan.
No, he hates the third one. He admitted.
Yeah.
You like.
Well, these movies are meant for you to turn your brain off. So why can't you enjoy it?
Why didn't you enjoy it?
Why didn't you?
I enjoyed it. It's just not my favorite
You were
one.
literally silent the last video. You couldn't even talk about stuff you liked.
Because it's not one of my favorite ones.
This isn't one of my favorite ones,
Vin
but I'm still
Diesel's
able to
not
enjoy
in it.
it.
That's why.
Oh, okay.
And Paul Walker's not in it.
Yeah.
The family's not in it.
There was no sack to lick.
I'm sorry, I didn't like one movie out of the whole fucking franchise.
Yeah, that's true. You can't give him too much shit for it. I mean, you hate the rest of the franchise, and he likes the rest of the other franchise.
That's true.
You two are exactly what this series needs. Like, you have an opposite of one that a fan and one that just, that
They're just good C movies.
I mean, some people might say, "Hey," but hey, I'm not here to be there or they. But anyways, now we go into I guess compare and contrast for movies. I mean, we're already kind of talking about that. I mean, what do you guys from comparing to the last movies? Cruise?
A whole lot better graphics, a whole lot better dialogue.
It's like a game.
Graphics,
CGI.
I think
I say there was some parts that were pretty shitty in this one.
But there was more. It made it look more pretty.
I like the cinematography. That's a lot better in this one.
I guess the beginning, the trailer scene.
Yeah.
That one looked legit. It didn't look didn't look fake.
I think they blew all their money on that opening
probably.
scene.
I mean, that's probably the only one I think besides the tunnel scene that was. I'm assuming the LA race was kind of common to them to do it. You know, like I think I think they spent a lot of money maybe on traffic.
I think they spent most of their money on the 18-wheeler chase because a lot of the footage they used for that downtown race was the GPS footage.
Yeah.
And it's like they didn't have money to be like, okay, we kind of ran out of stuff to film.
Yeah, okay.
So I think they kind of blew most of their money and they were just compensating with that stuff.
Probably. I mean, still was okay. I mean, it was just like it wasn't super crazy, but I'm assuming they go crazier later on.
Yeah. As each movie comes, it gets crazier and crazier.
We're gonna get to a part where they're jumping off a building. That's all I know.
Yeah, I thought the last one was a little boring because they're kind of just going through a tunnel.
Yeah,
and it's like that's easy for them to.
Yeah, because they're not really, and then they're not really trying to fuck each other over.
Yeah.
And at the end they were really trying to. That was when I think it was kicking.
Paul Walker's like, you know what? If you're gonna kill him, just kill him. I'm not gonna look.
Oh, at the end when they're trying to kill Draga, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, basically, I think final thoughts of this movie. Anybody?
I give it an 8.
You, sir? 1
4.
out of 10. 1 of 4. Is that better than your other 2 before that?
Well, I gave part 1 and 2 5 and 5.5.
Okay.
And I gave 3 a 6.
Okay.
So you definitely dropped it this time.
Well, yeah, the fam is back.
I'll be honest. The racing scenes in the previous ones, 1 and 2, were better than this one.
Okay, well, there was technically what, one scene a race, maybe you would say that?
Yeah. The first one, and after that, like I wasn't into the action because again, I think they blew all their money, so they were so the rest of it wasn't as spectacular.
The racing wasn't planned for these movies anymore. It was like,
I know, yeah.
Well, not the racing, but like the set piece.
Okay, the stunts and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
except for that Vin Diesel jumping from one car to another. That was dope.
Okay, you hated that.
I loved it.
No, because I told you what the hell. Then they compensated when they ran over that dude. You're like, I go, maybe that does that make up? You're like, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, for me, I think the franchise is moving, I guess, different ways. It's not moving into a racing scene like you just said.
More stunts.
I thought, like I said, the movie didn't bother me. I'm gonna go with maybe a 6.5. Like I said, it's not like my cup of tea, but like if it's good action, I can't deny good action. But it wasn't as great action as I'm assuming later on they're gonna try to blow over the top.
Once The Rock comes in,
I hear
I
hear there's a tank in one of these.
I hear, they're being chased.
Yeah.
I hear there's a lot of things being chased through.
Isn't there a jet in one of these?
I heard they're gonna do like a Tenet before Tenet.
Yeah, right. I keep hearing rumors of these spectacular scenes.
So that was pretty much us, everybody. So basically scores 8, 4, and then 6.5. That equals to a 5.
We're gonna get to work on a chart to show each individual one.
But I guess we gotta accumulate to one score. 5, is that fair? 5. Basically, he gave it a 4. I gave it a 6.5. He gave it an 8. 5 is in the middle.
Yeah. Average it.
Average 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. 5.5 stars, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our review. Next time we're taking a cruise down to Fast and the Furious
5.
Fast 5, right? That's what it's called. Oh yeah.
F5.
F5. Oh my God, it's a tornado. Watch out. We're coming.